Hello students, today we will be learning fourth experiment in mobile application developments lab, that is develop an application to set an image as wallpaper. On click of a button, wallpaper image should start to change randomly every 30 seconds. So coming with UI design, it should have one text view telling changing wallpaper application, and it should have a button click here to change wallpaper. So let's start with Android Studio. So here click create new project, click on empty activity, click next, and here you can give the project name. Finish. One of the prerequisites for this application to change wallpaper is first you should have the images that you can change. So I've already downloaded 5 images and put it in folder and also named as image 1 to 5. So select all the images, right click, copy, and this we have to place it in our Android Studio. So go to resource folder here, and in that drawable folder, right click, paste. So select drawable folder most of the times. Only if it is not working, you can try it in drawable V24 folder and refactor. So once we have included in our project, when you expand this drawable folder, you should have all the images included here. So next we will be doing with our XML part, that is UI design. I'll just minimize this project, and here also attributes. Okay, so by default, whenever you are starting with any empty project, there will be already one text view that is already there in activity area. So that attributes I will change only the name. So changing wallpaper application, select that text view, go to here hello world, or you can either scroll down to the bottom and you can change here. Anywhere you can change. You can see as and when I change here, the attributes here also is getting changed in the code. So once you have done, if you want, you can change its color and increase the font size. Change the color and scroll down. There is 14 SP font size. You can increase it to 18. See, it is automatically adding its XML code and drag it to its place. Now I need one button getting added to this activity area. So select in common button and drag it and drop it in activity area. And as usual, this is a constraint layout. It cannot go without having the constraints. So make it constraints with respect to parent. And change its value, that is button will be there by default. Only when this is selected, you will get the attributes with respect to that. So same here, when I give here split option, you can see when I select this button, respective code will display. If you want this, I will show it changing here. So button is there. I don't want that. I want click here to change wallpaper. So that I will give here. So you can see automatically it is getting updated here also. So this completes our UI design. If you want, you can add or change any colors and its respective attributes. So this is our basic UI design with respect to changing wallpaper. And one main thing that we have to observe is the ID that is with respect to our button. So that is this one. Now coming with Java code related with this, as I shown the button UI ID there, like that, similarly, we should have Java reference ID for that button. So I'll be writing button B. And to check whether just application is running or not, I will be creating Boolean value R. And since I have to take one image out of this 5 images, I will be creating an array which goes the syntax. I will call the image array IA is equal to new int, and here I will be initializing all this images. How to do with that? R dot drawable dot, it will auto suggest go to image 1 and select, comma. Similarly, do it for next 4 images. If you have included more, put it as a part of this array. So once done, add semicolon to end this particular statement. I'll just minimize this and enter into presentation mode so that you can have a better overview of this. Okay, now once that has been done, I have to link this button B with our XML code. So that is done by B is equal to button call find view by ID, and there R dot ID dot the button ID just before I've shown. So select that and semicolon. So now I have to set on click listener method. Why? Because on click of button, we have some action to be performed. So we have B dot set on click listener of this, which throws an error. That means it requires an interface. So select the second one and click OK. As a result, you can see implements view dot on click listener, which is an interface that is required for this set on click listener method. In public void on click method, we will check whether application is running. So if not of running, it's reverse. If application is not running, what I will do, I will schedule a timer. So that is given by new timer dot schedule method, which takes 3 parameters, that is the task. So for this, we will be calling an object of new my timer class, and after how long the task should start. So I will give delay 0 seconds, and how long the task should get executed, I'll give 3000 so that it will take 3 seconds. It is in milliseconds. And only when application is not running, I'm entering into this if condition. So I will set R is equal to true, telling application started with schedule. So this is my timer class is something new which I have not yet resolved, that is defined. So for that, just single click here. It is throwing some error. Select this. I do not want a separate file of my timer. I want it to be part of main activity. So click on create inner class my timer. So once this has been done, I have to implement a run method. So again, go to the error that is thrown by the compiler. Implements method, click OK. Inside this, we will be writing our application. So what exactly we will be doing is, first, whenever we are trying to accept or trying to change the wallpaper, maybe there sometimes interrupts happen or maybe it cannot retrieve. So I'll be using try block. Inside that, I will be writing the code. If any errors happened during extracting, it will have a catch block will take those errors and print an error message. So try, inside this, I'll be creating wallpaper manager class and create an object of it, where I'll be calling wallpaper manager dot, where I'll be calling get instance method. Inside that, get base context. So what we are telling here is, wallpaper manager class is something that which already have the methods which is used to extract the wallpaper or set a new wallpaper or change it. All the methods that are related with wallpaper, we have it in wallpaper manager. So for that, we are creating a object, and this instantiate to our present wallpaper. So get base context of that wallpaper manager. So once we have done with that, we have to go with changing that wallpaper. So that is done by, that has to be done randomly. Add a semicolon at the end of this line, and next we will go with calling random class and creating one object, so that we will be able to access the wallpaper randomly. So random object name, that is equal to new random constructor. So here, use this object and take a new wallpaper and set that. How to do that? That is done by wallpaper manager dot set bitmap. Inside that, it takes bitmap factory dot decode resource. Decode resource will take two things, that is the resource from where it should take and which wallpaper it should access. So get resource is the first parameter. Second one is that it is supposed to take randomly. So here I will be using the random object. So comma, second parameter, in which I have to calculate random, that is as a part of image array index I'm using. So inside that, I will call random object dot, with respect to that, I will be calling next int method, and bound is 5, because I've taken 5 images. It will be generating one number between 0 to 4. If you have included 10, the bound you have to enter is 10. So this complete lines tells that bitfactory.decode resources will access, get resources is accessing that particular location, and which one it has to access, that is IA, that is image array random number, which has given us subscript. So once that is taken, it will decode to bitmap image. So which is again given as a parameter with respect to set bitmap method, which converts that bit image to a PNG format and sets as a new wallpaper. So this is how we set access a random image and convert that into bitmap and then set it as a PNG standard wallpaper. So once this has been done, it is completely in red color line because it requires a settings, so that that means it requires a settings of Android permission set wallpaper. So how to do with that is just click on here. It will throw an error. So go to here and add permissions. So before that, let me show you where exactly it is showing the where it will set the permission. I'll just go to view, appearance, exit presentation mode. Okay, so that we will know. You can check here in the project manifest file, double click. Okay, see, before application there is no permissions given. So I'll go to main. I'll just select here add permission set wallpaper. So now if I go to an Android manifest file, you can see this line that is added. So it is taking permission to set wallpaper. So again, I'll come back to main activity. Still it is throwing error because we have used try block without catch block. So add that catch block and just delete that print message. So now we have the complete code with changing wallpaper. So I'll run the application. It displays click here to change wallpaper. Click on that button and click on home screen to see the output. It is randomly picking the wallpaper.